where you want to be a wife, you want to be loyal. How can you do that if you're practicing, sucking fun dip every week? You're not practicing cooking. You're not practicing mental health. You're not practicing how to talk to him, how to cater, how to be submissive, and how to talk to him in a nurturing way. You're practicing sucking pee-pee. That's not the same thing.
But what if that's not what you want? What if you don't want to be?
I'm only speaking on women who want to be wives. All the other OF hoes and all.
Feels like the first time. Hey, Pearl.
Okay.
What's
Long time no see.
Dude, I know I watched your live last night. That shit had to be the best fucking thing I've seen in so long. When I tell you, the stuff that they were saying, you were on fire.
I just can't live in this delusion. They're not men. They're like I just can't. Like, why do I have to pretend you're a dude when you're clearly not a dude?
Dang. I have a question though. What's gonna happen with your little volleyball thing and all that? That shit kind of pissed me off. All because you based your opinion, they might not want you on there.
Girl,
we can't have opinions. But they can have opinions.
They can kick me out. Whatever. Like, I was only gonna play this year like time anyway, so I didn't really care.
Damn, that freaking sucks. I'm sorry to hear that. So that means that they're gonna have like
I mean, this is right now. The way I understand it is like it's only for rec league, like not during season, but in the off season they can do it. I've heard that they have let people in the reg. I think everyone's just too much of a pussy to say anything. So whatever. Whatever.
Oh my god. Damn, no one else said anything. Hey, I have a question. Are they allowing like the ones who are women turning into men go on like the men's games and stuff? Are they gonna allow that stuff?
No, I think they would, but I just who wants to do that? I mean, it's like
dude, that's insane though. How you been? It's been a while.
I've been good. I'm moving back to the US in the fall, so I'm excited. Chicago.
Really? Where are you gonna go to? Like exactly. Chicago, out of all places? Why?
Where my parents live. Have you seen them? If you go on my page, there's like a whole compound we can do events in and stuff. My dad's house. So I was like, I'll just move home.
Oh, okay.
What have you been up to? You're in Vegas, right?
Cool. Yeah. It's hot as hell out here. Not much, just doing sessions and stuff, and I'm almost close to like actually finishing school so I can become an actual therapist now. Been a lot, man.
You're one of the few female therapists I might recommend. You know what I mean?
Hey, thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, I'm trying to get on your podcast later. So once I'm done with school and all that, I was going to travel at the end of the year. Because after I seen that, I'm like, I'm so tired of everybody painting this narrative and nobody else has a voice. You're like the only one who's like on that side. And I agree with you completely. Like, I believe in the two gender thing. And we get crucified for having to speak our mind. And then, wait, I have a question. What's a cis woman, bro?
Thank you.
What the hell is a cis woman? What is a cis woman? I was so confused the whole chat. I was like,
I can't talk about. No, I don't know what the hell they're talking about. Cis, trans, like all this. Just all right. A dude pretending to be a chick and a chick pretending to be a dude. That's what it is. And I don't really give a shit if they want to be mad at me. I don't really care. They can be mad, whatever.
That's insanity, y'all. I'm crazy about that. And then I heard a guy in your chat or somebody in your super chat said that whoever said cis woman was a pedo. I definitely don't want to be called that shit now. Don't call me no cis woman if it came from a pedo. That's weird. That's insanity. And they want to be called, he, she, all that. That's fine. But they got to call a cis woman for them to feel comfortable. Nah, I feel like this is all going, And then the kids, you're going to tell me that kids are okay to get surgery that young? No. That's how you guys do whatever you want with your body, but don't tell kids to be doing that or don't be allowing that or putting drag queens in schools.
Spread awareness about them in schools. Spreading out. That's what. Isn't that for the parents to decide? I would think.
Yeah, I didn't learn that in school. I didn't even know about stuff like that in school, and I grew up perfectly fine. I treat everybody equally, like with respect. I didn't need that to be taught certain things. Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah, well, I mean, to be fair, I have tweeted before. I was like, because they were like, what's telling me transphobic. And my tweet was like, oh no, the men have made it to the women's league. No, it was something like that. And I'm like, if that's the worst tweet you found, I have way worse. Like, like, I'm
I gotta
always
see your
tweeting.
tweets
Like,
now. I'm barely
I
on Twitter.
tweeted like a month ago. I said, I'm transphobic. I'm afraid of trans people. If you're
Oh my
willing to
God.
chop your off,
Oh
what
my
are you
God.
willing to do to me? If you're willing to go that far to yourself,
Damn.
like, I'll be polite. I'm not going to go out of my way. I'll be nice to you. But, I don't really want to share the locker room with you. I don't really want to share the bathroom because you're already mutilated. If you're doing that to you, what are you going to do to me? Taking me away?
But they want to be accepted for who they are. And just like you said on your thing, they didn't even accept themselves. So I don't know about that one. I don't understand why they can't have their own little area. And like, I don't know if you've been hearing about what happened, because the person on your podcast kept saying trans have never done this and never done that. As soon as I was on your live, I pulled up all these things. There's so many transgenders who have touched little kids in the bathroom, R-worded little 7-year-old girls and all that. So what are you talking about? There's facts to prove that. There's stats to prove that. So you guys should be in your own bathroom, your own things. I have no problem with you guys.
I think
why
I'm
are we
more
sharing that space
extreme.
and we
I
don't feel
don't
safe
think
with
they
that?
should get bathrooms. No. Why are we making yes, no.
Oh my God,
No. Why are we accommodating for 0.5% or 1% of the population? Like, then we're just like, to me, this is enabling. This is enabling the delusion. I will not be an enabler. You are not a man. You are not a woman. Go in the bathroom that your parts are for. Like, why does everybody have to work around you? Like, what? No, seriously. Why? Because it's like, then we're getting into a place where I need to go and have my kids grow up in a world where we have 3 bathrooms. No, this is crazy. No, stop it here. Go into the bathroom.
Oh, that's too much. And I have a question. What do you think? No, you're good, because I completely agree with you. Because I was saying this on your live. How come we don't have a lot of rights towards men now? All this stuff that's happening with the suicide rate and things like that. How come men don't get more favored? Their whole Men's Mental Health Month was taken over by the LGBTQ. And then no, I'm not trying to knock it. Like I said, you guys do whatever you want, but I believe in God heavily. No, I'm trying not to be rude, but no, have you seen the parades and stuff? They're being sexual and they're doing all this nasty shit, and it's like, is that what your guys is like? What are you celebrating? There's men unaliving themselves. Their whole month was taken away for you guys.
And I just think we should be pushing policies and building institutions that promote families. And I don't think we should have a whole month dedicated to a sexuality that does not produce families. What you do in your bedroom is not, like, what if I said, let's have a straight person sex month?
Your business.
Let's all celebrate straight sex. That would be weird. Why are we celebrating gay sex? Because at the end of the day, that's what it is. It's all,
I get you.
And I'm just, illusionary type, like, and I also didn't like how they were comparing.
Yeah, bro.
Didn't like how they were comparing race to trans. I don't think that's a fair comparison.
Pearl, the moment he started saying, "Oh yeah, if you called me an N-word, this," and I'm like, dude, take it easy. What does the N-word have to do with this? Wow. And I'm gonna be honest, I knew they were trans sitting there the whole time, and everybody in my chat was like, "No, they're not, Tay," and I was fucking right when they said it. And I'm like, this dude literally was trying to paint his own narrative. And the girl in the middle, that girl was so delusional. She kept trying to say, "Pearl, I could give you advice, this and that." I don't think we want advice from you, honey. Like, I didn't even know who that girl was. No offense.
And this is the thing. I'm like, all right. The most influential people that I think have done the most good, I would name Kevin Samuels as like a media person. I think Andrew Tate's inspired a lot of people. They really weren't that careful with their wording. So if the premise is, oh, if you're super polite and kind and whatever, you are going to be influential and inspiring. It doesn't work like that. Sorry.
they walk all over you and stuff too. They don't respect our boundaries, but they want us to respect theirs. I was hearing you the whole time when you were talking. I'm like, okay, I'm waiting for it to go up. Once you started with that he and cut, oh man, you had me dying. I watched the whole thing. Oh my god, that shit was good.
Yeah, because I decided if I'm gonna have these opinions, I need to be able to say it to people's faces, and that's what I'm here to do. So next week it's single mothers. Yep,
Yeah.
I'm excited for this one. Yes.
Oh, I'm tuning in for that one. I get heat so much for that. Okay, why is it that women will have children and they'll say, hey, you know what, you can date me. But when I say men, don't you date these single women? Take this woman off these platforms. Dude, they took my Instagram down. I said there's two genders. My whole TikTok got taken down. My Instagram got taken down because I said, why are you crying and whining about chopping off your fun dip? And you're the one who did it. My whole Instagram was down, girl. So I'm back up again.
Yeah,
I'm going to be shocked if I'm still here after this, y'all.
Yeah, you know,
you can't say anything
I'm going to give you
anymore.
some hot takes. Yep. Leaving, divorce should be banned. And if you have a child, you should just be legally married for life. And the only way out should really just be, I'll give you one-sided abuse. If it's one-sided, and ladies, emotional abuse is contributing. So let's not play innocent here. I'll give you one-sided abuse you can get out. Other than that, you're stuck.
Dude, I agree with that completely. Because if they gave us harsher rules and harsher laws, a lot of people wouldn't be so ignorant with what they're doing. If you cared about, you can be a baby mom before you're a wife. You let these guys inside you, but you don't want a ring. Where's the logic in that? You guys don't want marriage anymore? I want marriage. There's no way you guys are talking like this.
It might make the women think a little harder. I'll give everyone a get out of jail free card now, you know, if you're here right now, but going forward, it's like, maybe they would think a little harder before, you know, making a child with a drug dealer or a rapper. I don't know.
Pookie and Ray Ray.
Or, you know, the guy
oh, you
sleeping with the whole town.
Wait,
go ahead. Sorry.
Can you hear me? Yeah, no, you did say that. I watched something where you were talking about women to go towards. It was with Ethan. Is that his name? Ethan, that guy. Oh, he ambushed you. When I was watching, he's like, it's just going to be a normal. It was not. He fucking ambushed you and it was pissing me off. But you said something about girls like to date dangerous men. He's like, that's not true. They chase guys like YG and wonder why they're getting fucked over. They chase gang members because, oh, he's dangerous. You know, what are you talking about? I watched a video of a girl saying a guy had a gun to her head, and all the girls in the comment, like thousands of comments going, oh, I like that. That's hot. What do you mean?
And the thing
like,
is with
girls love dangerous.
This is the problem. You can give them, they're not trying to figure out what's true and what's false. They just have a narrative they're trying to push. So the issue is you give them numbers and stats and you can do it in good faith. Well, actually I'm going to give you number one. They don't tell you the topic. So, you know, over a year and a half, so how am I supposed to know what we're going to talk about if you don't give me the topic, right? And two, it doesn't even matter. What I realized is they don't even care about the numbers because all they'll do if you give them numbers and a credible source is just say it's not credible. Lies, oh, it's this, it's that. And I'm just like, and him, the whole time, he's staring at his computer. I looked at the phone during one point, but other than that, it was all me. Like, and I'm like, you have 6 people here up against, this is what I want, actually. So if someone, you could send this to Ethan. Yeah, screen record. You know, I like to say, all right, let's go. Come on, let's do an actual debate with a third-party moderator without your goddamn team behind you. No earpieces, no iPhones, on a stage. Let's see who wins. Let's see who wins. Thank you.
I like that. Yeah, I have no issue with him, but I kept hearing you're emotional, Pearl. That's an emotional standpoint. I'm like, she's not even being emotional. You were the calmest. I'm like, you're the calmest person ever. I feel like I get pretty wild. So I'm like, whoa, she's just sitting there. Do they know what emotional is? Like, I'm sorry. I wanted a flat line right there. Yeah, I know. I should have just stopped.
And then, do you know what's the worst part? I'll tell you the worst part. Was they were trying to make it seem like my parents did something illegal. It wasn't illegal. Do you know what I'm saying? So my mom was the president. My dad was the CEO. You're allowed majority shit. Like, it doesn't really matter if they're married. I'm like, get the fuck. So then everyone's reporting my parents' business and putting 1-star reviews. Yeah, they wanted to harass my family. Yeah, and they were saying they did something illegal, which wasn't even true. Thank you. And now the word.
What's up with everybody? Go ahead. What's up with everybody doing that to you? Like always bringing up your parent stuff. What does it have to do with the topic? Even when he brought it up, I'm like, dude, stay on topic. You guys talk about shaming so much, but you do it to us every time we argue with you or debate. Excuse me.
The worst
my
part.
parents
Okay,
have
the
nothing to do
worst
with
part.
it.
Do you know my mom was a teacher? My mom was a first grade teacher. Okay, and she quit her career to be a teacher to work at my dad's company and worked her ass off at his company to help him start it. So if anything, it's you know, she actually switched colleges for my dad. Ended up getting the guy. They have 10 kids.
Wow.
And so if anything, if they really did their research and asked me good faith questions instead of painting them out to be criminals, they would have found out that actually it's a story of how my mom followed my dad's lead and was rewarded. Like, I hate the left.
Wow. They're trying to paint you as the bad guy because they have nothing else on you. That when you get up there, Pearl, as fast as you do, especially being a woman, they're trying to take you down as quick as they can, but it makes no sense. Come with facts, not your opinions and shit. And my family has nothing to do with my stuff.
Family thing. I'm like, well, my mom does think
that's
women
crazy.
should vote. You know, that's not her opinion. That's just a me thing.
Yeah, I don't think women should vote either. I agree with you on that one. Yeah. When I seen that, I was like, because everybody thinks I'm crazy. When you said there's no divorce, I'm like, Pearl, Team Pearl, because I believe in all the stuff you're saying. But people say I'm crazy. How am I crazy?
And they want to like come at us, right? Because we're not married. And you know, I do think it's like a fair. I just assume you get the same thing. And you know, on one hand, it's a fair point, but it's like we still grew up in this society. You know, you can't really like, you know, when you think about it, feminism. So I don't know about you. I went to college. So if you go to college, that is feminism because that's your most fertile years. And you're spending it on an education and career for yourself. And the whole point of being a wife is to be a helpmate. So if you're making your career, it doesn't really, you know what I'm saying? And the second part is that birth rate declines when women go to college. Like we still grew up in this society, but you know, I think it's fair that we can point out some of the problems. You know, it's, you know, call a spade, and
but you can't point out anything anymore. It makes us the bad guy. Women saying things and speaking their mind makes us the bad guy. But promiscuity and having no brain is literally praise and being delusional. It's so backwards. They're like shaming us for saying everything. It makes no sense.
Nobody's saying this stuff, and they do this to the red pill men too. They'll like dig and whatever. Nobody says that we're perfect, but we can't even agree on an ideal. On, hey, the ideal is to be a virgin on your wedding night, and then they'll be like, well, you're not a virgin. I'm like, well, you know, sometimes in life you take L's, but the ideal. But we can't. But like the idea, we can't even agree that the ideal is like to be married with a family, you know, submissive to your husband. You're supposed to obey your husband. We can't even as women agree on that. So, you know, maybe we should start with what is the ideal? What are we working towards?
Exactly. Half these women don't even know what they want. Most of them don't want marriage. They just want the kids. I've been seeing so many videos of women saying they want to be baby mothers. They don't want to be wives. Why? Because it's too much work. It is way too much work to be a wife, and they don't want that. They want the easy way out. It's simple. If I tell these women, cook, clean, love your man, take care of his mental health, I'm a pick me. I'm a pick me bitch, and that's too hard. But they'll listen to women, you know, do these narcissistic things and manipulative tactics and steal his money. But that's the advice you guys take. I'm going to lose my hair. I'm going to be bald by the end of the year. I swear to God. Yeah.
I know, because I mean, you say shit that's true. And it's like they'll always attack you personally, but they can't attack what you're saying. I did it. Oh my gosh, I did a video of 5 red flags in women. One of them.
How'd that go?
2 baby daddies. Okay. Now, you know, and I even said, no offense, tattoos. You know, and you know, But there's always exceptions to the rule. I like you. You know, you seem like a great gal. But it doesn't, like, the exception doesn't make the rule, and nobody can have a conversation. Do you know what else I'd add? Social media followings, big followings in general, not a good thing, and I have one. But we can't have a conversation about the rule without everybody,
Exactly. Can I be honest with you, Pearl? Like, I've seen all your videos and I never get offended because it's your opinion. I've heard the tattoo comment. I've heard the, men want to date younger women. I'm 28 years old and you don't see me, F Pearl, she's this, she's that. That's her opinion on things. You know what I can do is prove people that women with tattoos could be a beautiful thing. Women with tattoos is my culture. I'm Hispanic. A lot of people don't know that, but you can be that exception. Girls don't understand that. They take it upon themselves to, if it applies to you, man, you better wear that shoe because you're already doing it. They just get offended over anything. They want to be a victim about everything.
And, it's not to say, I even know women that have had kids with two different fathers, and they are great mothers. There are exceptions, but it's like, talk about the rule, and then we can get into the exceptions, but we can't even.
Yeah, I don't know about the having two baby daddies thing. You messed up with one and now you have another one. You didn't learn the first time or the second time. And
the girls I know married the second one and stayed in the second one. Again, it is a red flag, and they should be cautious. And 9% throw away. But are we gonna? Yeah, and that's my problem is I can't even say, if we said don't date a man that doesn't have a job, nobody would care. Don't date a man that's been to prison. Great advice.
That's true. If you say don't date a broke man, none of that, everybody cheers. Anything that goes against men. Oh, and I want to say something. When you were on that thing with Ethan and you kept saying, what about men? What about men? He's like, why do you always do that? And I'm like, why was he only talking about women solely? And he kept going about it the wrong way. How come we don't talk about men? It's Men's Mental Health Month, but we're not talking about things that are about them. We're only giving the side of a woman. We hear about the women's side every single day. I've heard it so many times. Narcissistic. They do this. They do that. I'm like, I'm getting tired of it. Men have issues too. There's another side of the story, man. Yeah, Pearl, you should have seen me. I was like, man, Pearl, I want to be your damn little bodyguard because I hear them say things sometimes. I'm like, I'm the crazy one. You're very calm and sweet, man. I can see why I get taken off platforms because my mouth is lethal when it comes to that. Because I hate when people don't come with facts. You're arguing your opinion against somebody with a fact. And somebody who has good men in their life, I don't like when people do that. You're painting a narrative to make men look bad. It's not all men.
You would be such a good co-host to have on the show because I'm like,
I was watching your thing. I'm like, I need to go out there for a whole week, bro. I got you. I'm supposed to be traveling when I'm done with school, bro. I'm dead. Oh, that's scary.
Yeah. If you like any of the men
from
the last one, you just send them to me. I'll set it up.
I'm dead. I gotta look at that first.
So funny. Really I'll put you on a date with a super liberal.
That's crazy.
You just tell them off. I'll give you good ones too, but there's got to be a little spice in there,
All right, then I'll be polite. I'll be sweet.
I'm dead. I do not. I don't have a child.
You see the comments?
Oh my gosh, the only child I have is my English bulldog. Yes, I did already buy a dog. Thank you.
That's cute. I'm dead.
Yes.
Bro, do you want kids in the future?
I have like baby fever right now. I won't even lie.
I'm on the same boat, like bad. I'll say bad. My sister has a baby. I want a baby so bad.
I want little gingers. Just.
I'm dead. What's your type though? Like your type of guy? Do you have a type or not?
I really like the conservative Christian or Catholics. Those are my favorite. Conservative. They're so conservative.
Okay,
they don't
fearing, God fearing.
Yes.
Oh damn. Dang. I said, oh dang. I respect it though. I like people with the same views as me because then we can agree on things. If not, we're not going to correlate. Like, I don't drink, I don't smoke. I need somebody who goes to the gym. Like, I want somebody in the same mindset as me. It works that way. Not what everybody thinks. People think because I have tattoos and all that I want a gangbanger and all that. I've only had 2 boyfriends my whole life. Just somebody who's sweet, God-fearing, believes in God, goes to church, works out, like I said. I don't really care about the whole ethnicity thing at all. But again, I get judged a lot because of my tattoos. You know, people think that I gangbang or I'm this and that. Like, no. This is like a freaking rose on my hand, a neck.
So what
my
made
grandpa.
you do the?
No.
I really don't like tattoos. I'm being honest. What made you do that?
I know. Okay, so I'll start off with the reason why I even started with tattoos. If you know this, Pearl, I'm pretty sure you've seen me in real life. I have self-harm scars, and that's why I talk about unaliving survivors and men and stuff like that. One of my best friends passed away due to that, and I started getting tattoos to cover those scars. In my culture, I'm Hispanic. In East LA, most of the women, they're blasted. If you see my family, they're all married for years since they were 16, 15 years old, but they're all blasted. It's in my culture. And when I came out here to Vegas and other places, I don't have anybody telling me anything about my ink. Men don't tell me nothing. I have a good upbringing with people. It's only people on social media who don't like my tattoos. The only time I ever hear it, but I wonder, is it because people don't like it and they won't say it to my face, or they only say it behind, like, you know what I mean? Like, is that how they really feel? But like I said, I get it, you know, until they start asking me about them, all my tattoos have meaning. I don't have nothing gang related, nothing like that. My grandpa passed away. I have his name on me, things like that. So it's nothing bad. And this is a rose. Yeah. But that's what people think. She's a criminal.
You didn't give me
I've never
criminal
been a come down, guys. I'm not a jail
The
person.
reason men don't like it is just because it's like impulsive behavior typically. You know, that's the self-harm. Well, not like a, you know, like a,
yeah, I know. I know. It's to cover it though, so it doesn't look bad. Yeah.
This one.
So she's all, what? You saw with my grandma. This means Harassment. It's in a different language. It's for my grandpa who passed away. So it just basically means that, like, when I was around him, it felt like home. And since then, I haven't felt the same. So that's just what this means. Yearning for a home that once was or never will be. So, yeah. Bro, like, she's like, I don't understand it. I know. I know.
Girl,
Oh, bro, I know. Thank you. You know what's crazy though? Everybody keeps telling me, like, Tay, remove your tattoos, remove your tattoos. I'm like, all right, guys, I'll make a GoFundMe. You guys make that, run it up. As soon as the GoFundMe goes up, I'll remove all these shit. I will. I'm not joking. I don't know how much it costs. Pearl, do you know how? Pearl, that would probably hurt. Have you seen? It looks like Freddy Krueger after. All right, Pearl, you want to help me take this one off? I'll take that one off. I'm down. You think I'm playing? When I go out there, we'll remove it together.
I'm serious.
Yeah, I'm being serious. Same, I'm dead serious. I'll put my money where my mouth is. I'm serious. Guys, how much are tattoo removal? Hold on, let me see my other phone. I don't know how much it costs.
I offered this to my other friend too. So she had a chest tattoo, and I was like, okay, I'll pay for it. That's gonna be expensive.
Girl,
Yeah,
I'll do. I have them all over look at my leg. They're everywhere. That's what I'm saying. It'd be a lot of money, and it costs a lot to get.
I don't have to call her a 304. You know, to be fair, by historical point of view, we are all 304s. 85% of women were virgins on their wedding nights a year ago. So if we're gonna call a spade here, like there's a 95.
Yeah. And I always tell people this, guys, my body count is not high. I've only had 2 boyfriends. I was raised by grandparents. My grandma, she did tell me this too when I got my tattoos. Mija, don't do that. You're so beautiful. I'm like, yeah, I know, grandma, but now she loves me. So like I said, I'm very reserved. Pearl, you see me. I barely even talk when I'm around people I'm not comfortable with. People think because of the way that I look, I'm all slutty. I don't club. I don't drink. I don't go to the bar, you guys. I'm home 24/7. I go to school full time and work. Y'all, don't judge people. Ask them. Get to know them. I know these little sluts online have you guys believing that. We're not all the same, you guys. I got tattoos for me.
I do. You don't have time to get to know everybody, guys. co-sign. I'll co-sign
right,
Kayla
all right.
here. You know, she's a cool gal. You know, but you know, in general, I'm a judger. I just got to be honest.
Yeah, okay, because I can't even say that. I'd be judging 304s. All right, I'm OS women. I judge a lot. All right, I'm capping. All right.
Character comes
All
through
right.
in the long run. So, well, people do make short-term judgments. If someone's a nice, kind person, like, people figure it out. So, no matter what, even if you got tattoos, even if you're a whale, even if, you know, whatever your deal is in life, you know.
You'll see. I always tell people I let my personality shine through.
I do want
always.
to tell you, when I get back to the States, and I actually think I'm going to start this in the U.S., I am going to do a community of women that want to be wives or are wives. And it's going to be really fun. There's going to be cash prizes. So the next 3 months, there's going to be a cash prize for weight loss or like fitness goals. Don't know exactly how I'm going to do it yet. But this one girl on my show was super fat, and I said, I'll pay for your nutrition. I'll pay for your... No, I'm serious. I'm like, I'll pay for your weight, that stuff, because I don't believe you can't do it. And I was like, what if we all had like a group of people that are trying to do it, and there's cash prizes every 3 months, and then we could do like cooking, and then there's a cook-off at the end of the 3 months, you know, and there's cash.
So sign me up for the cook-off, any fitness thing, because I'm a fitness psycho. I'm gonna win that, and I'm competitive. Let's go, ladies. Yeah, I'm down for that. Let's go, ladies.
In the next 2 weeks, but I thought you'd be a good fit if you want to, you know. I don't know what your fitness skills are, but I see you in the gym.
I'm down. Yeah. Yeah, I go to the gym 6 days a week. That's why I'm saying I would love to compete with other women. Let's race. I can win at that. Saying that's a beautiful thing. It's funny how a lot of you guys are saying pick me and all that, but then she's helping people with her own time. She might not be doing it the way you guys want to, but half of you women don't even support each other. Women empowerment, my ass. You don't help one another. Get out of here, bro. Everybody judges.
Like, I'm addicted to sugar. That's my issue. So, you know, if I see, so if me and you do something together, and I see you kicking ass with not eating sugar, then I'm going to want to do better. So I'm trying to get some women that actually want to be married and do better. You know, we can't help where we start, but we can help where we finish. So, you know, that's my spiel.
Yeah. You know what you should get women to do too? Tell them to stop drinking and smoking for cash prizes, drug test them and all that. Well, a lot of women drink, and a lot of women have a lot of issues nowadays with that and smoking. Women don't see how bad that is. Like, guys, it's not good for you at all. Your mind, especially drinking, it does more harm than good, especially like me studying psychology and all that. Man, drinking makes you more depressed, more anxiety, more prone to taking pills and all that. I'm telling you now, put that shit down now.
Yes,
let's help each other out.
I agree, and I think we need a community of girls or women that want to be better, that want to improve. And I never said I don't need to improve as well. You know, we all can use improvement. And someone in the chat said, "Why are you hooking up with people's husbands?" Is there a rumor going around that I'm hooking up with someone's husband? I did no such thing. Nada. Naysky, no.
What? I would never.
Why is my mic broken? They're saying my mic is off. Are you trolling me, guys?
That was because I can hear you perfectly fine. Like, your shit's not lagging at all, and I hear lagging, mic. I'm like, guys, get off the live, you guys, and come back on.
Maybe, but I am gonna go. But I wanted to join because you are one of my favorite content creators. I think you're doing good work. So don't let these crazy ladies convince you otherwise.
Thank you. I appreciate that. All the damn hate I get all the damn time and death threats.
Give me a quote.
Women empowerment, though, right, ladies?
I might do it.
I'm dead. I'll look at it right now because this is small, so it should be cheaper. That's just gonna, Pearl, it's gonna hurt.
Yes,
have you seen the way it blazes your skin off? What it looks like.
What is that? Can we get rid of this?
You don't even care. Yes. Pearl, no, you can see it. No. I thought you were gonna say my dad. I was gonna say no.
It's like natural.
What's wrong with my tongue ring? What's wrong with it?
Right? That's like,
No.
guys think you're a hoe when you got that in.
What about these? My gauges?
Course,
What about
guys,
my gauges? I
that's
can't get.
more acceptable than the this and the that, but yeah, guys, they.
All right, Pearl. I'll take your offer on that. To be better, and if you say that will help me get a man. All right, I'll do it. I'm good.
Okay, bye.
All right, then I'll take you up on that offer for sure. You have a good one. Bye.